Each of you came here with a dream and a belief that you could accomplish your goal. But dreams alone just don't make it happen, do they? You worked hard to achieve your aspiration. Many of you had to alter your lifestyle in order to be successful. Some cut back on work hours and suffered financially to allow more time for you to study. Others saw less of family, and many times you were physically and emotionally exhausted. Your families and friends were also put to the test. Therefore, we wish to thank them for their support of your efforts. This afternoon, you will stand with other members of the college community to receive your degree. But this morning, we celebrate your accomplishment as a professional nurse. You will wear for the first time the SUNY Sullivan nursing pin, which is your symbol of membership in the profession of nursing. All of us here celebrate the fact that you now join a worldwide respected community of professional nurses. We celebrate as you pledge yourself to public service. We celebrate and embrace you as fellow nurses. And mindful that you are anxious to get on with the celebration, I'll close by saying congratulations and a job well done. The chair of the Division of Health and Social and Behavioral Sciences, Professor Art Riegel, could not be here today. He asked me if I would speak a few words for him, and this is what he says to you. Greetings to all RN in waiting and your supporters. My apologies for not being able to be with you on this well-earned day. I am at this moment on the road to be with my daughter as she readies herself to walk the stage at SUNY Sullivan, an activity that you will accomplish in a matter of hours. I need not remind you of the time, treasure, and talent you have given to earn your way into the nursing program here at SUNY Sullivan, nor the time spent working even harder to stay and to graduate. You might not be aware of this, but according to the latest data, the nursing program at SUNY Sullivan has the highest retention rate of any program on campus. For the lay people in the audience, retention is another word for perseverance. If there is a word I would use to describe every student who is going to receive the pin today, it is that one. You have persevered. I might see some of you again someday, though hopefully it's not from a prone position, looking up from a gurney. But if it is, so be it. I'm confident that any one of you can take good care of this old man. Congratulations and Godspeed on NCLEX.
Thank you, Mrs. Springer. Now we're going to have two of our classmates come up and speak. Anna, Johannes, if you would come up first. Anna is being given the class of 2012 nursing program, Sullivan Community College, for academic excellence and achievement.
Dzień dobry. Litwo, ojczyzna moja, Ty jesteś jak zdrowie i najciężej ocenić. I guess I'm missing my translator. Megan, you want to come here? I will do this in English. My name is Anya Johannes, and I would like to welcome all of the graduating nursing students, their families, friends, and the faculty of the Sullivan College. 9 years ago, coming to the United States. I never imagined that I would have a privilege of standing here addressing the graduating class of nurses. Rather, I had a vision of having a great life in the US, having family, friends, children, and good profession. But being a nurse was never a part of it. My education from Poland was in social work, and I was thinking I'll be working in that profession for a long time. But life had some surprises for me, and I found myself on another path. Life put me on this nursing path for a reason, just as it placed you on it. The reasons we found ourselves on this path might be different, but once we were on it, we walked it together. 2 years ago, when we started this nursing program, there were about 50 people, 40 people in this class, strangers sitting together. Some people were just out of high school, others were leaving established professions. Some had been in medical fields, and some were not. For the most part, we were all pretty clueless. Even something as simple as washing our hands, we had to learn over. Let me tell you a little bit about our journey. In fundamentals of nursing, we learned the basics of what it meant to be a nurse. We started learning nursing skills such as bed baths, taking vital signs, and stereotechnique. By the end of the year, we were placing catheters, nasogastric tubes, and changing wound dressings. As a group, we were no longer strangers to one another, but instead had become friends, supporting each other as we learned many difficult things. In the second year, we learned more complicated skills, as well as covering a huge range of medical conditions system by system. We survived numerous skill checks performed behind, under a ticking timer behind us. We survived late nights at home, preparing our 20-page care plans. And let's not forget all the hours that we spent studying for the exams. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to the nursing faculty. I want to say thank you for all your hard work and guidance these past years. To all our family members, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, children, aunts and uncles, thank you for your support and encouragement. Thank you for all the things you did for us so we could study all these long hours. Thank you for giving us your shoulder to cry on and the rest of your body to practice on. And of course, thank you to all the apples and oranges for sacrificing their skin so we can learn how to give injections. Last but not least, this path, though tough, is only the beginning. Even though we have learned so many things, we need to continue to learn and stay open-minded as we take our new jobs. I'm going to miss you guys very much. It was a great pleasure to meet you all. I wish you all great success with NCLEX and finding a great job. Just don't get all the jobs before I get one, okay? And one more thing, when your patient asks you for a piece of gum, big gum or a gum, just give him gum, okay? Nicholas and Sophie, I love you guys very much. Have an amazing day.
Susan Ferguson. Excellence in Client Advocacy, Anna Sikorsky. Also, Excellence in Client Advocacy, Megan Reitman. Excellence in Nursing Practice, Abigail Garrity. Also Excellence in Nursing Practice, Verona E. Academic Achievement, Mary Beth Beauregard. Also Academic Achievement, our very own Heather Hempel. Most professional growth in nursing, definitely Lisa Schmidt. Also most professional growth in nursing, Caitlin Shaw. Achievement in Nursing Leadership, Tricia Bennett. Achievement in Nursing Leadership, Suzanne King. goes to Alexander A.
Now we'd like to do the presentation of the nursing pins, and I'd like to ask Mrs. Braley and Mrs. Scott to come up to do the pins. Russell Adams. Chantel Gracie. Karen Brigham. Jennifer Champlain. Jacob Crowley. Violet McClintock. Heather Pinkerus.
Marlene Zabiris. Congratulations to you all. You can sit down there and relax for a few minutes. I'd now like to introduce our guest speaker, Carol Parks, which is an alumni from the class of 2004.
Faculty, staff, family, friends, students, the class of 2012. Good morning. I'm very honored to have been asked to speak to you this morning. I bet you're all relieved, exhausted, and a million other emotions. But hopefully, the rush of it being over will allow you to stay awake for a few more minutes. You are able. After I received the call inviting me to speak to you today, and the terror subsided, I wondered what glorious tidbits of knowledge I could bring to you from my seemingly short stint as a nurse. I'm a graduate of the class of 2004, only 8 years ago, which at my age seems like yesterday. After thinking about it, I decided what I wanted to say to you really didn't have as much to do about my career as a nurse, as much as it did with how and why I became a nurse. You are able. I grew up in Gowanda, New York, a small town in western New York, south of Buffalo, where I graduated from high school with the class of 1967. At that time, the boys were generally going off to college or to Vietnam. And the girls, well, let's just say we didn't have the options that are available today. Most of my girlfriends went off to college to become teachers or nurses. I went to work at J.N. Adams State School, which was an institution for developmentally disabled students, and I became a caregiver. After I was married and my husband graduated from college, we moved to Roscoe, where he began his teaching career, and I transitioned into the role of caregiver in my home. By this time, the girls from the class of 1967 were burning their bras and grooving at Woodstock. About 1974, I started taking classes here at Sullivan. We had 3 kids at the time, and traveling to the nursing program wasn't an option. After meeting several times with administrators here at Sullivan, begging for a nursing program, She was also my speech instructor. We were given an assignment to present a speech on our personal goals. I remember I spoke with how I wanted to become a nurse, but it appeared that life was getting in the way of me achieving that goal. After class, Mrs. Jones met with me to discuss my speech. She was wonderful and inspiring. I'm sure you all met those professors. She told me that she was in fact an RN, and that food service is very similar to nursing in that both fields are about service and the giving of care. That was about 1978. You are able. One thing led to the other, and 5 children later, I decided to continue my education, parlaying my associates in hotel tech into a bachelor's degree in dietetics. After traveling over the mountain for the about 120-mile round trip daily for 3 years, I earned my degree in dietetics at SUNY Sullivan. To become a registered dietitian, you must, and call yourself a registered dietitian, you need to complete a post-baccalaureate experience or an internship. I was blessed to have been accepted into the only internship that I had applied to, United Health Services at Wilson Hospital in Binghamton, New York, which was a 1-year live-in program. I joined 5 other women who had graduated from schools like Penn State, University of Buffalo, Cornell, and SUNY Albany. I had an educational experience I could have never imagined. Back at home, my wonderful husband had become the caregiver. Some of you may not know this, but back in 1990, we didn't have cell phones. In fact, the only way I had to communicate with my family was a payphone in the home that we lived in. I would put my 5-year-old kindergartner to bed every night on the payphone, kissing him goodnight. I became a registered dietitian at the age of 40. You are able. The American Academy of Dietetics and Nutrition, which we are now called, considers us to be the nutrition experts. I was able to bring my nutrition expertise back to my community as the food service director, clinical dietitian at Roscoe Community Nursing Home. I consulted with public health nursing and, of course, offered my nutrition expertise to anyone who would listen. I honed my passion for caregiving through the provision of nutrition services to the geriatric population. Again, Mrs. Jones' comparison of nursing and service frequently came to my mind. It was never that I wasn't extremely proud of my accomplishments within the realm of dietetics, and I always felt respected as an integral member of the interdisciplinary care plan team at Roscoe. But it always seemed like there was a gap between dietetics and nursing. It may seem unorthodox to bring this up with an audience of nurses, but let me explain. I come from a family of nurses. My sister is a nurse. My daughter, Katie, who graduated from Sullivan, is a nurse. My cousins are nurses. And whenever we get together, the topic always revolved around nursing. I call those nurses the God nurses. They always seem to imply that nurses trumped the dietitian. The chain of nursing command, in the chain of nursing command, the nurse is right under God. You can only imagine where the dietitian is. Actually, he or she's probably calculating the nutritional needs of your new G-tube patient. But that's another speech for another time. You are able. September 11th, 2001. I remember where I was, as I'm sure most of you do. The days and weeks that followed gave us pause to reflect on what was most important to us. Time is short, and the time is now. I decided to stretch out and grab a hold of that goal that Mrs. Jones and I had discussed back in 1978. I applied and was accepted to the nursing program here at Sullivan. As you all can attest to, it was the most difficult thing that I have ever done in my life. And remember, I've given birth to 5 kids. I worked full-time at Roscoe, and they graciously accommodated my schedule so that I could fit my classes in. Of course, that meant I was at work at 5:30 in the morning so that I could leave for my 10 o'clock class and may have to be up until 3:30 in the morning finishing that process paper. Can you relate? But at the age of 53, I successfully sat for the nursing boards and joined the ranks of the God nurses. You are able. I have been blessed to experience many rewarding employment opportunities. In 8 years, I have been a staff nurse at the Center for Discovery, invited back to Roscoe to be the director of the Adult Day Healthcare, been diabetes educator at CRMC, staff development at Achieve, staff nurse at the Skilled Nursing Unit at CRMC, and now, as I coast towards retirement, the director of resident care back at Roscoe. I've been told that I move around a lot, but I really don't see it that way. I believe I have learned something from every place that I've been, and I've been able to take that back to where I've been going. You are able. Today is a special day. The tradition of the nursing pin and the ceremonial pinning originated in the 1860s at the Nightingale School of Nursing at St. Thomas Hospital in London. Having been recently awarded the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless service to the injured and dying in the Crimean War, Florence Nightingale chose to extend the honor to her most outstanding graduate nurses by presenting each of them with a Medal for Excellence. Your pin signifies more than an ending of nursing school. Your pin is a Medal of Honor, a badge of courage, and signifies a rite of passage into the profession of nursing. Wear it proud. When I sat where you are 8 years ago, I was told that we would enter the field of nursing minimally competent. When we passed the boards, it would prove we were minimally competent. Your pin will be a reminder to you to be challenged to go beyond minimal competency. Merriam-Webster defines able as 1, having sufficient power, skill, or resources to accomplish an object, and 2, marked by intelligence. You have proven you are able. Nursing in the 21st century will certainly afford you the opportunity for challenge. Your careers will be shaped by the dawn of new technologies and medical research, opportunities that Florence Nightingale could never have imagined. It's up to you to harness the tool of lifelong learning and face these challenges head on. Never be complacent by what you know. You are able. You might wonder why I chose to tell the Carroll Park story at your pinning ceremony. Well, I did so because I am you. You are about to walk out of this field house today, having received your nursing pin, and will soon be accepting your nursing degree. You will no doubt forget who Carroll Park is, or why she became a nurse. But I challenge you never to forget that you are Thank you for allowing me to participate in this special occasion and moment in your life. Please accept my sincere congratulations and best wishes for the future in nursing. I would also like to be the first to invite anyone who wishes to join the team at Roscoe, Roscoe Nursing Home, to see me because I brought applications.
Now I'd like to introduce Dr. William Maravito, the Sullivan County Community College President.
Thank you very much. I'd like to join in congratulating the 2012 nursing graduates. Congratulations. You have chosen a difficult road. You chose probably our most difficult curriculum. It was the most difficult to get in, and it was certainly the most difficult to graduate from. So congratulations. And the rest of your life is going to be difficult because you can't make mistakes. You know, if you have a bad day and you make mistakes, somebody's harmed. So just as when you were a nursing student here, the nursing faculty was here helping you, picking you up, making sure that you don't make mistakes. But when you're out in the field, it's on you. And I'd like to challenge a few of you, because the most critical part of nursing education now is for some people to continue on and become nursing faculty. If we don't have people from this class continuing on and someday being on the stage as faculty, we won't have nursing classes as qualified as you are. So think about that. Think about becoming a nursing faculty member as you continue your education. You know, the faculty have worked hard to make you the best that you can be. Now it's your turn to prove that they were right. That we want you to go out and prove that SUNY Sullivan's nursing class is the best it can be. That when the hospital is looking to hire someone, they're going to look at our graduates first, because they know that day one you'll be competent on the job. So have a great day, great career.